Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from TalkThatThought.
And I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for feeling that way, even when you're not together.
Welcome back, family. Today, we will review some more crying divorced women who just cannot seem to understand that the grass
Septum nose syndrome. Because people keep getting mad at me for calling it a theory every time, but it's a syndrome now.
isn't always greener on the other side.
What's the one thing you wish everyone around you knew about getting divorced?
Everyone always prepares you that whenever you're going through a divorce, losing your husband or wife, you go through a grieving process, grieving for the loss of your marriage, the loss of your hopes and dreams together. But one thing that they really don't...
It's not even the loss of hopes and dreams together. No, you destroyed them. You dashed them away by divorcing and causing all this issue. Don't make it seem like someone took it away from you.
Prepare you for is the loss of a friend, the loss of your best friend, the person that you always wanted to tell your day and to tell, your small wins and your small victories.
And you chose to leave them.
And I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for feeling that way.
So you weren't prepared for the loss of all the support and all of the great things that came with the things that wasn't fulfilling you?
Even when you're not together and haven't been together, just having that desire to have them as a friend again.
Just another day and another modern woman making an impulse decision to divorce her husband without really thinking about the consequences. I bet
They never do. It's just like a lot of women divorcing their husband. It's like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be so hard to take care of myself and work.
that she was convinced that leaving her husband was a good idea by listening to some divorced guru woman on the internet talking about how divorce is wonderful. Most women go to the internet not for learning, but to find someone that will validate the idea that they already had in their mind, because deep down, they know that they are not doing the right thing. Check it out.
Is there anyone out there in TikTok land that can tell me what you're supposed to do with your life when you've been in a relationship for 20 plus years with the same person? You have children, you have, built a life together, and then all of a sudden that life is no longer. What do you...
Is it no longer because your selfish ass decided to end it?
What are you supposed to do with your life?
Live with it.
I work. I'm a registered nurse. I have a career, I guess.
Congratulations.
I have hobbies. I have, I don't know, a house.
Aren't these the things you left your husband to get? A career and hobbies?
I have all the things that I guess you need to live the life, but
other than a husband and a family?
I don't know how. I don't do you date other people? Do you sort of I just don't know. I want to focus on myself. I want to be happy.
She doesn't even know what's making her happy or unhappy. She's talking about random stuff and I just want to be happy. I don't even think those things are going to make you happy.
I want to heal from this whole process that I've been in. But I also want to live life. I also want to have fun. I don't want it to be all about being miserable and feeling sad and just going through the motions of life because my relationship, my marriage broke down. I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to be happy. I want to move on, and I want to just...
It might have been just better if you fixed it and lived happily ever after with him instead of complaining now on the internet about you divorcing him.
Find joy in life again.
I know that most of you just wanted to jump on your screens when you heard the infamous phrase, "I just want to be happy." Trust me too. It's the same story over and over and over, again and again and again. It's all about me, without even knowing what they really want. But then they get shocked when the ex-husband move on with his life, like in our next clip.
My husband fell in love with my best friend. Now ex-husband, ex-best friend, but they fell in love. It's now been 4 years, and I wanted to share a very important lesson that I learned. The people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life. Nothing will stop them from simply being in your life. If it's so easy for someone to leave, then they were never truly meant to be with you long term anyways. Also, I see people begging.
Oh, it's so easy for him to leave? Or is it because his wife left him devastated with very little assets because she wasn't happy anymore?
People to stay in their life. You really want someone in your life that you have to beg for? No, thank you. And if you're really fighting for someone to stay, don't you value and respect yourself enough to just let them go? I know that divorce.
Why would he stay if you're the one that chose to leave? He was already staying, you left. What does he have to do on his end?
This is really hard, and I know that sitting in the loneliness is really hard, but it's way better than begging and pleading for someone to see your worth and your value. You are worth so much more than that, and I hope you...
So you broke up with him thinking that he was gonna crawl back and beg for you to not divorce, but then he ended up showing you?
You see that. So from one heartbreak to another, I see you and I love you.
It's amazing how these women will always try to play it cool as if they are not jealous, hurt, and bitter when they see their husbands moving on. But you can see the anger and disappointment through her. Just in
You can just hear it from the words.
case you want more affirmation on how her life is miserable, I went through her page, and here is one of her latest video where she admit on how miserable her life really is.
So there are some crucial things that people don't talk about after you go through a divorce. The fact that the quietness and the emptiness in your home when you don't have your spouse or your children.
Peace, which women obviously hate because you have it now and you dislike it. And there's a problem because you have it.
Is deafening. You have to really get comfortable with being alone, and it's very uncomfortable. You quickly realize that you are now the center stage of all conversation in your friend group because you're now living this wild and fun life because you're no longer attached to anybody.
So fun.
And I don't know about you, but I spent a lot of my time crying and eating pizza and drinking wine in the bathtub. Being single is glamorized in today's society, and people are saying, yes, good for being single, and you should really, really just enjoy it. It's so freeing. When really you lost...
And you thought you fell for it just like everybody else, the glamorization, because look at where you are. Alone and single just like them.
Your purpose, because you've been supporting this person for X amount of years and supporting their aspirations and their goals and their dreams and their desires, and you lost yourself along the way. So now it's beautiful, you get to find yourself, but it's hard to sit in that and be like, oh, who the f am I? So maybe be a little bit more gentle on the single people in your life.
Maybe being a supporting wife to help your husband and the family reach their goals, as is in your goals too, is probably better.
These strong, independent, happy, single, living my best life women you see on the internet have the same sad story behind closed doors. They are all crying, miserable, lonely, depressed, bitter, and angry women.
When your ex-husband moves on right away and gives someone else all you ever asked for while you were over here dealing with all the trauma he caused. Right.
They want to lead more women astray so that they can all be miserable, because we know that misery loves company. And it's sad that so many young women keep falling for their lies. I have a bonus clip for you that shows the consequences of the government incentivizing women to divorce their husbands.
I do divorces for people that, a woman walks out with $200-300 million.
When I hear $200-300 million, that is just pure ridiculousness.
There's an analyst at Goldman Sachs who built a hedge fund and then sold it and then used his trading algorithm to build it up to $500 million. She was hot and slept with him for a while and then stopped and started sleeping with other people and playing tennis and having Botox, and she's going to get half. Like, that's incredible. Like, you know what he had to do to get that and what she had to, that.
He probably had the brown nose, suffer freaking 20-hour days, 24-hour days, 46-hour, 48-hour days to try to make that money, get to where he is. She was hot.
Guy for $200 million. Are you kidding me? Like, that's insane. That's incredible.
Fellas, as long as these family laws are still in place, you're gonna have to protect yourself at all times. These family laws are literally rewarding women for leaving marriages and relationships. When you get married in the West, it's like giving your wife a loaded weapon that she can use against you and get paid whenever she feels like it, so move accordingly. I'm really glad that you made it this far through my video.
You know, I have nothing against marriage. I only have something against the institution of marriage in the West, of how it's propagated with laws and just how it screws over the main breadwinner. You know, that's what I dislike, because it's not the same in other countries. In like Asian countries, we're not Christian nations or anything, so the laws don't work the same way. Or it's not really, marriage isn't seen as like a religious thing. It's seen as coming together and building a family. You know, doing the best you can to raise kids and to help each other out and to you know, bind two families together. Nowadays, all those things just went out the window. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.